Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Back on the one-nighters. Can't believe it. It's been weeks and weeks and weeks since I've done a one-nighter. You know how it goes. You pencil something in, something gets in the way. You know, the weather, this, that and the other. I was planning to go over to New Biggin by the Sea tonight, but I've left it late in the day and the traffic ain't too good this time of day. I've got the infamous Tyne Tunnel. I don't want to deal with that. Then you've got the coast road. If you know, if you come from the northeast, you know the coast road. It takes you up towards Ashton. Is it the 183? I'm not too sure. I can't be bothered with that. So where am I, you may ask? I'm in the lovely little hamlet of Cox Green. Cox Green is in the shadow of Penshaw Monument, just outside of Sunderland. Went done a little shop, pulled a park for a night, somewhere 5 mile, not far from my house. Never been here before. I've passed it many, many times. I thought I'll give it a whirl. So here I am. I'm in the car park. Well, it's not a car park. Well, it is a car park, but by all accounts, it's pretty quiet in the night time. It's kind of a dead-end road. We have a pub across the road there. I think I can see, yeah, the Oddfellows Arms. Apparently, you pop in there, have a pint. You know, well, you probably do it at most pubs. So that's where I am. Absolutely nobody here, but it's a cracking little spot. So I'm going to go for a little wander. I'm not going to go too far because the van door's wide open, just to show where you are. Sorry, show you where I am. So, tea coffee shop along the road there, the new plough. We'll go for a wander later on, see where it takes us. But yeah, this is where I am. Lovely little spot. That's us in the corner. Usual format, park up, cappuccino, excuse me, put some bait on because I'm absolutely Hank Marvin. Can you still say that now, Hank Marvin? Anyway, I'm absolutely starving, so I've got a few bits to do in there. I've got 3 beers. Obviously I'm not going to drink 3 beers tonight because I'm driving, don't want to spill anything. We'll give them a bit of review. We've got to talk to the usual shite, lots of scandal news to talk about. As usual, the news is awash with all sorts of carry on. So that's what the crack is for the night. Now, I just want to say a massive, massive thank you to all new additional subscribers of the channel. I'm an Azron this morning, I was up to 105 subscribers. I really can't thank you enough. You know, it just means a lot to me, you know, when people watch my videos. I know I'm clumsy, I know I get my words mixed up and me, you know, and all the rest of it, but I'm trying my best and I enjoy doing it. You know, also, I am doing a camper van build on this channel as well. I do enjoy doing campers, so hopefully you can watch that. That's starting to take progress now. Hopefully you've probably seen the first video on that now. I think the next one going out on the 17th. I'm going to try and get them up every week. 10-15 minutes, not too much because it can go on and on, you know what they're like. So that's the crack there. So once again, just a massive thank you. I mean, there's a few names, Rayul, Paul, R9, R5W. I think it's a bit of a bike man by the sounds of it. Them codes are kind of Yamaha. Anyway, Karen Ayton, apologies for getting your name wrong, Karen. Ben Stubbs, Festy Head. I enjoyed your comment the last time. I take on board what you said about South Shields, but thank you for your comments. Linda Laws, again, all new subscribers. I mean, there's lots and lots and lots now, 105, so it really is much appreciated. Just a big thank you, really. You know, I thought I'd get 100. I've never thought I'd get 5 subscribers, never 100 subscribers. But anyway, much work to do. I'm going to get the oven done now because I've got a chicken to go in with a few bits and pieces. That takes about 4 minutes. 4 minutes? Jesus Christ. About 40 minutes. So I'll fire that in and then we'll have a little wander about. Right, we're back in the van. Just been for a little recce there. Lovely little place, but it's just getting a little bit dark now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a bit of food and we're going to have a wander around. probably in the morning, because it's getting late in the day now and I'm absolutely starving and I need to cook because I'm starving. A man needs food. What's on tonight's menu, you may ask? Let's have a look. Hey, I have got, excuse me arse if you can see that in the camera. I'm gonna go, right. I've got a barbecue hunter's chicken tray bake. 40 minutes to cook, serves 3. Jesus, there's enough there for one, but that's what we've got tonight. 40 minutes, so I'm gonna fire up the oven. Set that away. So, I'm going to have that barbecue chicken. I'm going to have some classic long grain rice. I mean, that's been in the van a couple of weeks. I hope it's still good. Yeah, that's still good to go. I'm going to have a beer while I'm prepping this food. What have we got? I've got several beers. First one that comes in the hand is who? Bira Mapelli. So, what we're going to talk about? Well, where do we start? You know? I'm not going to use it as a platform to bump my gums. But when you get to a certain age, you earn the right. Excuse me, I blow my nose. To laugh. I don't take news too seriously now because it's just bloody, can you see he's there? The news is just a joke, isn't it? You know, and I think if you want to enhance your life, want to be a bit more positive about life and improve your mental health, which is very, very important. That's one of the reasons why I started this channel, is to improve my mental health. One of the ways you can do that is wean yourself off drip-fed news that we get all the time. But there's a couple of things that pop up that you can't really say no to. And as you really know on the news, Donald Trump's been bumping his gums about the peace deal between the Israelis and Hamas. But you know, in my opinion, they're just as bad as each other. I mean, I'm nearly 60 now, and I've been hearing that since my school days. You know, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. They've agreed a massive ceasefire, and they're exchanging dead bodies, exchanging this, that and the other. I can guarantee you, within 48 hours, they'll get pushed to one side, and they'll be chucking stones again at each other. I mean, the Israeli border it's got to be the biggest open air prison in the world. It's never ever going to change, you know. It's a bit like the troubles in Northern Ireland. It's never going to change. It's just going to go on and on and on and on. Because some people are just hell-bent on destruction. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, we're going to have a little look at this beer. It hasn't been in the fridge too long, but it should be cold enough. Let's see what it's all about. It's a little Italian number. Premium lager. Right, that's a bit deceiving, isn't it? Italia, premium lager. You read in the small print. Made with German Austrian barley malt. So it's not Italian, is it? Anyway, let's have a little guzzle on it. It's actually quite nice. It's quite refreshing. Baits in about 40 minutes. I'll check my time. Plus the oven needs to heat up. What's that? So, right, okay. What else we're going to talk about? As you know, I'm starting to do a camper van build because I have to earn money. You know, I'm full-time carer for my parents. Unfortunately for me, they're in hospital at the moment, so that gives me a bit of time on my hands. Excuse me. So I'm trying to do a camper van build. Follow that journey. I enjoy the process. By the time you see this video, I would have attended the motorhome camper van show down in the NEC in Birmingham. I'm going that this week. But by the time you see this video, it will be been and gone. I do enjoy going to these shows. I try not to go every year, but I just like going along and see what I can't afford really. But it's good inspiration, good ideas. See what the new layouts are and what's going on and that sort of technology. I try to keep up. I am interested. I mean, a lot of the stuff there, if not everything, I can't really afford because some of the prices of the camper vans and motorhomes now, they're just absolutely ridiculous, you know. But saying that, the entry price is quite good. 2 of us plus parking, 14 quid. Can't go wrong with that, can you? The other side of the fence, I'm going back down the NEC in mid-November for the Motorcycle Live International Motorcycle Show. It's the biggest in the country. But the tickets for that are 25 quid each. Plus you've got to pay for parking, you know. And I think this is why motorcycling in this country is on its knees. There's not a week goes by now we hear in the news, or you read on Facebook, motorcycle dealers shutting down. And recently in South Shields, Iron City Motorcycles, they've recently closed down, and they give a big statement in Facebook blaming the current climate, challenging climate, and that sort of thing. Now, I think places like Iron City Motorcycles and other motorcycle dealers that sadly closed down, my experience of Iron City Motorcycles, I went there last year with a fairly new motorcycle that needed some warranty work and needed some recall work. I mean, I just turned up, yeah, we'll get in touch with you, we're going to get authorisation, etc, etc. A month went by, I went back in again, yeah, we'll get in touch with you, we're going to get authorisation, this, that and the other. And then it just never went back, you know. And this is why I think a lot of these places can lose money, you know, a bit more customer focused, you know. Keep me informed, keep the customer informed as when you can get in. Hi David, just to let you know, we're still waiting for none, it just went quiet on us, you know. And when you're in there, you say to yourself, you know, while my bike's getting sorted, should I buy a tin of chain lube? Should I buy coffee and a pair of gloves? And that's how business works. I think Iron City Motorcycles failed in that department for me. So I just don't do business with people like that, you know. I don't want to see people lose their jobs, you know, and motorcycle dealerships closing down, but they have to take responsibility. They have to be more customer focused. They have to speak to the customers, get them in. But anyway, that's enough of that. And the bait's on. I've got my beer. I'll bring you back, excuse me, when the bait's done. Anyway, bait's done. There's no way that's going to feed 3. I've got fresh beer lined up. Einbacher, German. So that's what we've got there. That's me bait. Right, let's give this a little ride out. Rice is quite nice. Bon appetit. Well, good morning guys. Welcome back to Cox Green. Fabulous spot. Absolutely quiet, nothing. Not a pin drop all night. No passing traffic, nothing. Lovely little place, not a great deal happening. But you know, sometimes that's just the way I like these things. So there seems to be a lot of horsey types down here. But for a little village, there's quite a few things for you to do, if that's your thing. I mean, to my right here we have the River Wear, and where I am is kind of in between Penshaw and, is it Otherton? The peninsula of Otherton, a part of Penshaw. Apologies if I got that wrong. But this is a lovely little spot here. This is the Plough Inn coffee shop. Obviously it's pretty it's closed at the moment because it's pretty early in the morning. But it's a little cracking little spot. You can sit and have a coffee with your family. The kids can play in there and get spelks in their arses off all the toys. But it really is a lovely little village. In fact, calling it a village is an absolute stretch. It's a one road in and one road out affair. But please be respectful, yeah, because otherwise it'll get spoiled. But if you just want a little one-nighter, peace and quiet, read a book, Cox Green is a place to come. So we're just going to take a little wander and see what we've got. So I read on Wikipedia, where does the name Cox Green come from? Well, it was originally called Cos. The name was founded in 1146. And then the word was modernised to Cox in 1248. And not long after that it was modernised again. Well, the word Cox is for the top of a hill. Because apparently we're at the top of a hill, but I can't see any hills around here. The green is just the modern version to put on the end, so it's called Cox Green. So, lovely little village. Come on, lads. But yeah, lovely little row houses along here. Not fancy, you know. This little road comes to an end here. But I just wanted to show you the front of this house along here. Strong colours. You know, your house, you can paint it the way you want. Oh, something's coming into the land there. Up. No. Chasing each other. That one there, look. How beautiful is that? Pink. So we're going to take a wander over this bridge. Footbridge. I don't really know what's over here, but we'll have a look. But yeah, cracking spot last night. Yeah, really quiet. No visitors in the car park. No boy racers coming late on with a pumpy exhausts and a Craigard face girlfriends, you know, that type. But yeah, lovely little spot. Let's have a look. Up to now, none of the locals who we kind of park there, mate, and this and that. You know, the types who think they own everything. And to my left, in the distance, I'm not going to show you because I can't see it. This is the old railway bridge. Probably disused now, courtesy of Beecham. But not today. I'm going to come back. One of the reasons why I do these is to do a bit of a recce. So I just get a feel for the place and do a nice walk. So we're now on the north side of the River Wear. I'm not really sure where I'm going. There's an information sign over there. I'm not going to take you under there because it's pretty dark and it's discoloured. But yeah, lovely little quaint houses. We'll take a walk along here. I mean, yeah, you could probably park. Yeah, I'll just go in the corner. How we get access to the other end, I'm not too sure. Like, but yeah, actually on my doorstep, a couple of miles away. It's amazing what you don't see on your doorstep. Definitely want to come back to. You know, you've got to get out there. You've got to find these places. You've got to discover these places. Coast to coast walks. Let's have a little wander up here. No, not much to tell you about Cox Green, to be honest. Have a guess how many residents are here, according to Wikipedia. So, you know, I kind of take Wikipedia as thereabouts, like, you know. But as of the 2010 census, they only had a population of 23 inhabitants, and they've got a pub that's open. You know, how they survive I do not know, but good on them. You know, we need places like that. I didn't call in. I like to. Right, this is going in a forest walk up a hill, hence probably the word Cox. Yeah. God, I'm out of breath. Bowl of porridge. So it's mid-autumn, sorry, it's mid-October now. We're in autumn. The seasons are changing. These sort of places, I think, are getting quieter. They're not so touristy. Not very well advertised, and you can see the reason why. Lovely little spots. Had the radio on this morning. I listen to various radio stations. I don't put my flag in one pitch. But all it seems to be at the moment is Sam Fender on the radio. I'm sick to death of hearing him. Yes, he's talented. Not really my cup of tea, but they're constantly promoting him. Every single radio station. Sam Fender this, Sam Fender that. The legend. How is somebody like Sam Fender a legend? George Michael, Elton John, you know, them sort of people. Bryan Adams. With the greatest respect, Sam Fender's got a long way to go before he becomes a legend. I mean, they're heavily promoting his comeback tour, come home tour, taking place at St James's Park. Come home tour, where's he been? Has he been his nana's for a biscuit? All tickets sold out, but it just so happens that the local radio station have got 30,000 tickets got their hands on. How does that work? What a load of shit, you know. But that's what they do to people like Sam Fender. They just flog the arse out of them, grind them into the ground, get as much money out of them as they can. I'm going to turn around here, because I don't want to go too far, because the battery's going to run out of me on this. What I'm finding with this new DJI, I mean, it's a few months old now, is the battery is not lasting as long as I like it would, you know, but we all see that about batteries, don't we? So, Cox Green. Would I stay here again? Absolutely. Peaceful, quiet, few parking spots. Definitely recommended. If you want quiet, you want peace, you want tranquility, then this has to be on your radar. Just a quick finish off. Once again, thank you from the bottom of my heart of all the new subscribers and old subscribers. I don't know what the difference is, but you know, thank you. It gives me the motivation to get out. It certainly helped with my mental health. And if you're feeling down, and you're feeling sad and blue, you've got to get out. Put your beanie hat on, put your boots on, put one front in the other, and just see where your feet take you. Excuse me, my nose is running again, it's quite fresh this morning. So, we're more or less back to the van. So I'm going to take some photos now, use them as my thumbnail. But yes, definitely coming back to Cox Green. Be good, be safe. Give us your comments. Have I missed something fabulous in Cox Green? Is there something that's staring us in the face? I can't see it. Because I'm a bloke, something us blokes can't see for looking. So once again, thank you. If you can, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.